New exit opens at Zhongshan MRT station. Lawyer accuses cheerleader of affair, faces backlash. Elderly driver in deadly crash dies after 13 days. Two bridges collapse in Russian regions bordering Ukraine. Trump seeks to pull estimated $100 million in Harvard funding. Volvo cars to slash 3,000 jobs in white-collar cutback. Creatine, the bodybuilding supplement that boosts brainpower. Young actors revealed for Harry Potter TV series.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It's Monday, June 2nd, Italy's Republic Day, and here are your top stories. In local news, Taipei's Zhongshan MRT station exit 1 reopened after 2 years of renovation. The upgraded exit now features two-way escalators, better access to nearby parks and shopping areas, and a user-friendly design. A scenic viewing platform was opened soon. Taiwanese lawyer Li Jin accused a cheerleader of having an affair with a married tycoon. Her bold claims trigger backlash and accusations of chasing clout and violating ethics. She hit back, saying she's unbothered. Even without her law license, she would keep speaking out. A 78-year-old driver who crashed into students and parents in noon Taipei on May 19th, killing 3 and injuring 12, died after 13 days in a coma. He had said he didn't remember the incident. The cause of the crash may never be known. And in global news, 2 bridges have collapsed in Russia's western regions bordering Ukraine, killing at least 7 people and injuring dozens. It was not clear on Sunday morning whether the 2 incidents involving trains in neighboring Bryansk and Kursk were related, or what exactly caused the separate collapses. At least 7 people were killed in Bryansk when a road bridge gave way onto a passenger train late Saturday, with railway authorities citing illegal interference.
The bridge came down in the region's Vyganichi district, about 100 kilometers from the Ukrainian border, crushing the moving train and injuring at least 66 people, including 3 children. Bryansk's regional governor, Alexander Bagamaz, blamed the collapse in his region on an explosion, saying the bridge had been blown up. 44 people were hospitalized, with 3 in serious condition, including a child. The train was carrying 388 passengers. Among those killed in the incident was the train's engineer. According to RIA, the train was traveling from the town of Klimov to the capital, Moscow, when it was hit by debris from the bridge and derailed.
The Trump administration will direct U.S. federal agencies to review Harvard University's grants to potentially end or redistribute funding as part of the White House's escalating battle with America's oldest university. The General Services Administration plans to circulate a letter to agencies asking them to identify whether Harvard contracts could be canceled or redirected elsewhere. The administration estimates that about 30 contracts, collectively worth $100 million, could be reviewed.
It had already frozen $2.65 billion in federal grants and attempted to revoke Harvard's ability to enroll international students. On its website, the university states that its cutting-edge medical, scientific, and technological research has historically been supported by the federal government and other entities. Highlighting the institution's research on cancer, heart disease, infectious diseases, and obesity, the university warns that, without federal funding, this work will come to a halt midstream. The White House will not revoke the funds automatically, but will instead initiate a review of the money Harvard receives from the federal government to determine whether that funding is considered critical by the administration.
Sweden-based car maker Volvo Cars says it will cut around 3,000 jobs as part of its cost-cutting measures. The firm says the layoffs will mainly impact office-based positions in Sweden, representing about 15% of this white-collar workforce. Last month, Volvo Cars announced a $1.9 billion action plan to shake up the business. The global motor industry is facing a number of major challenges, including U.S. President Donald Trump's 25% tariffs on imported cars, higher material costs, and slower sales in Europe.
The CEO of Volvo Cars, Håkan Samuelsson, pointed to the challenging period faced by the industry as a reason for the layoffs. He said, "The actions announced today have been difficult decisions, but they are important steps as we build a stronger and even more resilient Volvo cars. Earlier this month, the firm said its global sales for April fell by 11% compared to the same period last year. Volvo has major production plants in Sweden, Belgium, China, and the US. The company was sold by Ford to China's Geely in 2010. In 2021, Volvo said all of its cars would go electric by 2030. Last year, it scaled back that ambition due to a number of issues, including additional uncertainties created by recent tariffs on EVs in various markets.
Creatine is often taken by people looking to build muscle. Now scientists are investigating the effects this chemical has on our cognition and mood. It has long been associated with improved endurance and performance during exercise, and is commonly taken in the form of creatine monohydrate by bodybuilders. The compound isn't just potentially useful to those looking to expand their muscles. Creatine is a vital chemical ingredient in our bodies, produced naturally by the liver, kidneys, and pancreas, and stored in our muscles and brains.
The creatine we produce typically isn't enough to meet our total requirements on its own, so most people also rely on dietary sources. Certain foods, such as meat and oily fish, are rich in this nutrient. Creatine helps manage the energy available to our cells and tissues, and there's emerging evidence that some people might benefit from creatine supplementation. From reducing post-viral fatigue to improving cognitive function in people who are stressed, and even boosting memory, creatine supplements may provide some individuals with a significant cognitive boost. Creatine may also help alleviate symptoms in patients with Alzheimer's disease and improve mood.
HBO has announced the young actors who will play the lead trio in its TV series adaptation of J.K. Rowling's book series, Harry Potter. Dominic McLaughlin, Arabella Stanton, and Alastair Stout have been cast as Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and Ron Weasley. An open casting call for the roles was announced last year, and more than 30,000 children auditioned. The showrunner said in a statement that the talent of these three unique actors is wonderful to behold, and we cannot wait for the world to witness their magic together on screen.
The three young actors taking on the roles previously played by Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint, who starred in the hugely successful films, are relative newcomers. The best-selling book's author, J.K. Rowling, will act as an executive producer on the show, which HBO has said will be a faithful adaptation of her books. The TV series, which will span at least a decade, will have more breathing room to explore the plot lines from the books without the time constraints of the films. Filming is expected to begin in the summer at Warner Bros. Studios Leavesden in the UK, and the first series could air as early as 2026 on HBO Max.
The answer for last Thursday was C, controversial. The new government policy on climate change is highly controversial, sparking debates nationwide. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. Trump seeks to pull estimated $100 million in Harvard funding. Number 1, escalate, 升级加剧. The conflict between the two countries escalated quickly last year. Number 2, cutting edge, 最尖端的，领先的. This company uses cutting-edge technology to produce electric cars. Number 3, redistribute, 重新分配资源财富等. The government plans to redistribute wealth to reduce economic inequality. Next, we have a multiple-choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer will be announced tomorrow. The story of Republic Day dates back to the aftermath of World War II. Italy was left in ruins and its people sought a fresh start. The monarchy associated with the fascist regime was under scrutiny. On June 2, 1946, a referendum was held and Italians were asked to vote on the government they preferred, monarchy or republic. The Republicans won by a narrow margin, signaling a new era for Italy. And that's all for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune in to Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Johnny Yu, your host, and I'll see you next time.